Hello everyone, we have a really basic function here and we want to find the derivative of this function. This function will have three functions added together. This one is e to the x, and then we have x to the e, and then we have e to the pi. So they all look quite similar, but they're actually different functions. And so we need to make sure that we can identify the type of the function so that we can use the corresponding rules that is correct for differentiating those functions. Okay, so first let's identify the types of the functions that we have here. For the first term here, that's e to the x. This e to the x is actually an exponential function, right? So that's an exponential function. And then what about the second one? The second one is actually x to the e, right? So we can say that that's a power function. And then now what about the last one? If you look at the last one, this is e to the pi, right? There is no x involved in here. E is a constant, pi is a constant, so the whole thing is a constant. So that's actually a constant function. Okay, so we actually need to do it differently for each function. So when we take the derivative, when we want to find f prime, then for the exponential function, when we take the derivative of e to the x, we are still just going to be getting e to the x. Okay, and then for the power function, then we are going to do what? We are going to use the power rule. So we need to bring down the power and then we subtract 1 from the original power. So we are going to bring down the power and then which is e, and then we have x, and then we need to subtract 1 from the e, so we get e minus 1. Okay, so that's our power function. And then for the constant function, we use the constant rule. Constant rule tells us that when we differentiate a constant with respect to x, we are going to be getting 0. Okay, so that's the answer here. We can actually clean up the expression because we don't need to put down the 0. So the final answer will just be e to the x plus e to the x to the, e times x to the e minus 1. Yeah, so that's our final answer. Okay, so that's it for this problem. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, and then give me a like. And then also please check out my other math videos.